radio station in Zambia, connecting you to the newsmakers, events that make news in the global village.
Good evening, this is the 5 News, the headlines. PF opens presidential nominations for 7 days. Child stolen by alleged prophetess in Chazanga compound. And Israeli military's ex-top lawyer arrested as scandal over video leak deepens. This bulletin is live on our Facebook page, 5FM Radio Zambia, and live on our YouTube channel, 5FM Radio Zambia. With the details, my name is Lance Sannie. The opposition Patriotic Front PF party has officially opened nominations for presidential aspirants following a Central Committee meeting held yesterday. Speaking at a media briefing in Lusaka today, PF faction Deputy Secretary General Brenda Nyirenda announced that the nomination period will run for 7 days effective 3rd November 2025. Ms. Nyirenda explained that the decision to invite applications for the party's presidential candidate is part of ongoing efforts to strengthen internal democracy and prepare for the next general elections. She further revealed that the party has set a non-refundable application fee of 200,000 kwacha for male aspirants, 100,000 kwacha for female aspirants, and 100,000 kwacha for youth aspirants. All candidates will also be required to sign a commitment pledge affirming their loyalty to the Patriotic Front, regardless of whether they are adopted as the party's presidential candidate or not.
My appeal is to all those presidents of the party, as they are in good standing with the party, they are free to apply. Open so that we allow others, because others to do it, maybe they didn't have the resources. As Secretariat, we have decided to allow the male applicants will have to pay 200,000. The female applicants is 100,000. The youths 100,000. People with disabilities 100,000. We have opened up to make sure that everyone participates.
Police in Lusaka have launched a manhunt for a woman who allegedly stole a 2-month-old baby in Chazanga compound after posing as a prophetess. According to a statement issued by a police public relations officer, Ray Hamonga, Emmausdale Police Station through Chazanga Police Post received a report of child stealing on November 2nd, 2025 at around 12:30 hours. The report was made by 39-year-old Alibeth Banda of Chazanga compound, who reported that her baby girl had been taken by an unknown woman she can identify if seen. Mr. Hamonga says the incident occurred when Banda was outside her house cooking and chatting with her friend Wamba Chiwaila. A woman approached them, introducing herself as a prophetess sent by God. Mr. Hamonga says the suspect claimed she had seen in a vision that Banda's baby was under attack from evil spirits that could cause sickness or death.
When the mother returned to the sitting room, she discovered that both the prophetess and the baby were missing. She immediately rushed outside to inquire from neighbors, and one person informed her that they had seen a woman carrying a baby boarding a bus heading towards town. A docket of case has been opened at Chizanga Police Post and investigations have been instituted. No arrests have been made so far, and efforts to trace the suspect and recover the baby have been intensified. The Zambia Police Service wishes to appeal to members of the public to be cautious and avoid trusting strangers, particularly those claiming to be spiritual figures with their children or personal property. Anyone with information that may lead to the recovery of the baby and arrest of the suspect is asked to report the nearest police station.
The Higher Education Authority has with immediate effect deregistered Mansfield University from operating as a higher education institution within the Republic of Zambia. Authority Corporate Communications Officer Bibo Musoba says the action has been taken in accordance with the Higher Education Act 2013 as read with the Higher Education Act 2021 and the Higher Education Regulations 2024, which empowers the authority to deregister any institution that fails to comply with the prescribed quality assurance and operational requirements. Mr. Msoba says the deregistration follows the authority's findings that Mansfield University, which had the registration and was located at first floor Klima Tower building, Lusaka, contravened several provisions of the law. Mansfield University has been deregistered effective 16th October 2025 and is no longer authorized to offer or advertise any higher education programs in Zambia. He says the Higher Education Authority reiterates that operating outside the legal framework of the Higher Education Act constitutes a serious offense. Zambia is taking part in the United Nations Second World Summit on Social Development currently underway in Doha, Qatar. The high-level summit running from the 4th to the 16th of November 2025 has drawn global leaders to deliberate on strategies aimed at eradicating poverty, promoting employment, and fostering social inclusion. Leading the Zambian delegation is the Minister of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation, Mulambo Haimbe, who is accompanied by the Minister of Community Development and Social Services, Doreen Mwamba, along with other senior government officials. The summit, themed the Second World Summit for Social Development, brings together heads of state and the government, international organizations, civil society, and development partners. The goal is to strengthen collective global action toward improving the quality of life for people. In a statement released by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation, Zambia's participation reflects the country's steadfast commitment to advancing human development and inclusive economic growth. The engagement also aligns with Zambia's foreign policy objectives anchored on peace, security, stability, and economic diplomacy. During the plenary session, Mr. Haimbe is expected to deliver Zambia's national statement, reaffirming the country's dedication to social progress and its contribution to shaping global strategies that promote equity, justice, and sustainable development. The press statement was issued in Doha, Qatar by Mrs. Eva Hatton Tolachanda, Principal Public Relations Officer at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation. The Technical Committee on the Constitution Amendment has assured the people of Luapula Province that all public views and submissions made during the ongoing consultative process will be faithfully reflected in the final report. Speaking when the committee paid a courtesy call on the Luapula Provincial Administration in Mansa this morning, team leader Robson Chongo reaffirmed the committee's commitment to transparency and inclusivity in collecting submissions from citizens across the country. Mr. Chongo expressed gratitude to the provincial administration for the warm welcome accorded to his team, saying the committee felt at home in Luapula. He explained that the committee appointed by the president on 2nd October comprises 25 members divided into 5 teams working simultaneously across the 10 provinces. He revealed that consultations have already been conducted in northern and eastern provinces, and Luapula marks the second consignment for his team. Mr. Chongo further encouraged members of the public to take full advantage of the various participation channels available, including oral submissions, virtual sessions through district connections, written submissions, and online contributions through the official website. In his remarks, Luapula Province Minister Engineer Nason Musonda commended the committee for its inclusive approach and assured them of strong participation from the province. And in other news trending this evening, the movement for the restoration of Teachers Authority has called for only 3 teacher unions to represent the education sector in the upcoming 2025-2026 collective bargaining process with government. Water Development and Sanitation Minister Collins Ovu says the government has made major strides in reforming Zambia's water and sanitation sector as the country moves towards full implementation of its 2026 development agenda. Up next, the business news.
From Radio Business News, we mean business. Keep you current in commerce, trade, and industry, local and global. It's our business to keep you informed about business.
Water Development and Sanitation Minister Engineer Collins Ovu says government is making historic investments in Zambia's water and sanitation sector to strengthen governance, ensure financial stability, and safeguard national water security. Speaking during the donor coordination meeting held in Lusaka this morning, Minister Nzovu said the 2026 national budget reflects an unprecedented 300% increase in funding to water utility companies, a clear demonstration of government's commitment to treat water and sanitation as matters of national security and economic growth. Engineer Nzovu highlighted major progress made in 2025, particularly in strengthening the legal and institutional framework governing the sector. He revealed that the Water Supply and Sanitation Bill was submitted to the Ministry of Justice in September and, once enacted, will redefine service delivery standards, accountability, and customer protection across the industry. The minister also confirmed that the review of the Water Resources Management Act of 2011 has reached an advanced stage with key reforms aimed at reducing permit delays, tightening penalties for illegal water abstraction, and aligning national practices with international standards. Engineers Nzovu noted that these changes are especially vital in curbing the negative impacts of illegal mining on Zambia's water bodies and biodiversity. Ends the business news.
From Radio Business News, we mean business. Keep you current in commerce, trade, and industry, local and global. It's our business to keep you informed about business.
And in foreign news, the former top lawyer in the Israeli military has been arrested as a political showdown deepens over the leaking of a video that allegedly shows severe abuse of a Palestinian detainee by Israeli soldiers. Major General Yifat Tomer Shalom resigned as the military advocate general of the Israel Defense Forces, IDF, last week, saying that she took full responsibility for the leak. On Sunday, the story took a darker turn when she was reported as missing, with police mounting an hours-long search for her on a beach north of Tel Aviv. And in sports news, following the executive committee meeting held on Saturday, 1st November 2025, the Football Association of Zambia FAZ has forwarded the matter concerning the appointment of the new Chipolo Polo coach to the technical committee. The executive committee has also set 3rd December 2025 as the date for holding the deferred annual general meeting. FAZ General Secretary Machacha Shipande says he was happy that the executive committee had also approved the 10-year strategic plan. Shipande says the EXCO had decided that the deferred AGM would be held in the first week of December, with FAZ engaging all the stakeholders. The meeting was set The meeting set the final quarter of November as the window for concluding the pending elections in northwestern and northern provinces. The ESCO tabled the key sponsorship matter with a decision on the restructuring of the existing arrangement deferred to give FAS time to explore more options. In the evening weather report, Copperbelt, Western and Northwestern provinces partly cloudy with a chance of isolated rain, slightly windy and warm to mild. Southern Lusaka, Central Luapula, Northern Muchinga and Eastern provinces are with few clouds, slightly windy and warm to mild. Ends our weather report.
Class Econ Roofing Africa. Class Econ Roofing, plot 17100 off Katanga Road, 150 meters from Mumbwa Road, Chinika Industrial Area, Lusaka. Class Econ Roofing. Class plus economy. Class Econ. Class Econ Roofing Africa. Class Econ.
That weather item brings us to the end of the news, but before we go, a recap of the stories that made headlines. The opposition Patriotic Front (PF) party has officially opened nominations for presidential aspirants following a Central Committee meeting held yesterday. Police in Lusaka have launched a manhunt for a woman who allegedly stole a 2-month-old baby in Chazanga compound after posing as a prophetess. And finally, the former top lawyer in the Israeli military has been arrested as a political showdown deepens over the leaking of a video that allegedly shows severe abuse of a Palestinian detainee by Israeli soldiers. For more news, follow us on Facebook, 5FM Radio Zambia, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, 5FM Radio Zambia. On behalf of the entire news crew and the technical department, thank you for listening to the happy world of 5FM. Stay safe and stay tuned to 5FM Radio. My name is Lance Sannie Banda. Enjoy the rest of the evening.